let's have a taste. It's all done now. Oh, this is heaven, guys. Oh, this tomatoes is very beautiful. Keep drinking tomatoes every day, 1 glass every day for 6 months, and see how your skin will look like. Your face, your body, your health will improve drastically, guys. So, guys, I'm gonna wash my tomatoes before I go to blend it and make my tomatoes juice. Look at that. When you want to make a tomatoes juice, guys, make sure you get the tomatoes from the supermarket that says sweet ripened vineyard tomatoes. Sweetened. It's already sweetened. Okay? You don't need to put sugar or coloring or adhesive or any, any that is not natural. So I like to drink natural tomato juice. That's why I went to buy these tomatoes. This particular one, when you go to any supermarket here in the UK where I reside, you get them from Waitrose, Mark and Spencer, Tesco's, Asda's, Morrison's, even Aldi, Lidl. But this one I got it from Morrison's, and I bought it for £2.50. These tomatoes, these 4 tomatoes you are seeing is £2.50. So you hear people back home in Africa, oh, life are very expensive. It's expensive here. This only 4 tomatoes is £2.50. So if I want to make vineyard tomato stew, I buy 8. It's gonna cost me £5. Do you know how much £5 is? If you want to compare it to the money in Africa, but I don't live in Africa anyway, so I spend the money of my country that I live in. So I'm washing these tomatoes. You see it? Well washed. Okay, so I'm gonna go and blend it and put a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just a little pinch. Today I'm making my sweet ripened vineyard tomatoes juice, tomatoes drink. You know what tomatoes does in our body? Tomatoes is very healthy, packed full of vitamin, nutrients, antitoxin. You know what it does. So today, this is my tomatoes juice. All ready. My tomatoes juice is ready. It's ready to be drinking. That is my tomatoes juice, guys. With organic fresh tomatoes. Vineyard tomatoes. Not so that when you know what you are drinking, there's no preservative, there's no sugar, there's no coloring. This is pure ripened sweet tomatoes. So when I want to use tomatoes, this is the tomatoes I use. Vineyard tomatoes. That is what I use as my tomatoes juice. Tomatoes juice is packed full of vitamins. It's good to have it every morning when you get up from bed. Brush your teeth before breakfast. Take a glass of tomatoes juice. It's packed full of nutrients, vitamins. Name it. Look at that tomatoes there. Look at it. Vineyard tomatoes. So pick a sweet ripe. Go for vineyard. The tomatoes that say vineyard ripened sweet tomatoes, so that you can enjoy it. Otherwise, if you buy any hard tomatoes, it's not gonna be. You can't enjoy it. Get sweet ripened vineyard tomatoes. Okay, guys. So that is my chopping board. I'm gonna start chopping the tomatoes and put it in my smoothie container to blend. You can use blender to blend it. Okay, so that is where it's going to in that container. So I'm gonna cut it up. You see the tomatoes? You see how beautiful the tomatoes is? Look at the tomatoes. Look. So I'm gonna chop it up and put it in the blender and blend in my smoothie container. It's going into my smoothie container. Okay. I'm gonna chop them up. The tomato is gonna. So the tomatoes has been blended, guys. I blend the tomatoes, so I'm gonna sieve it. That is the tomato juice. Can you see it? If I've got cheesecloth, it's easier. Just put it and squeeze it, but I haven't got that, so I'm gonna use this one to sieve it. And it's gonna take time, you know. I'm gonna be dripping. See my tomatoes juice? The tomatoes juice is ready, guys. Ready. Tomato juice.